You did real well right up to the last part there. I wouldn't say that I'm all that special. It's just the community is what's special. And the combination of the school, the city, the private companies that came collectively together to make this all happen. I'm just one piece of the puzzle is all this was. And really you touched, I think we were on the same script when we were writing what we wanted to talk about. But this past year has undoubtedly been the toughest year in my life. But since this accident, I've had the privilege of feeling truly loved and supported by many of you here celebrating with me today. In the beginning weeks, many of you sat at the hospital by my family and were their rock when they needed you. As I made my transition to therapy, you have motivated me to keep pushing on, with people coming out every day and wishing me well, the many cards that you brought. You have brought meals, sent cards, gifts, visited, signed encouraging messages on my Caring Bridge website, and have diligently prayed. I feel truly privileged to have been shown so much love, and I'm a better man for this. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support you have shown to me and to my family. Approximately 12 years ago, I started a new career, which is pretty old to start a new career. I was in my mid-40s, and the career I selected was installing playground equipment. Didn't necessarily happen by choice, but I was fortunate that it wound up being that way. As part of my training process, I was afforded the opportunity to go to the manufacturing facility of where this wonderful equipment that you see here was manufactured. That being the home of Game Time Incorporated in Fort Payne, Alabama. The people there at Fort Payne were more than friendly. They made you feel at home. But what I observed most, that it was during the winter season. Instead of people being unemployed due to the seasonal slowdown, the company continued their manufacturing operation in advance for the upcoming spring season and kept their employees working during the holiday season. I knew this was an exceptional company, and I spent the next 12 years enjoying a pleasant relationship as an independent contractor, installing their equipment all across North and West Texas. Shortly after my accident, the local representative of Game Time, John and Linda Caldwell, received an email that Game Time would like to donate a small amount of equipment for handicapped children in the Azle area in honor of my injury. I was honored by this tribute. As time went by, John and Linda learned that the request for this equipment was elevated to higher management levels at Game Time. A more elaborate equipment was being planned with more elaborate design. And he initiated contacts with various representatives with the city of Azle. After many months of discussions between John, Game Time, the city of Azle, the school district, and the CBS Caremark people, this wonderful program was designed and brought to its completion with the help of many, many generous volunteers. And if you weren't here, it was one of the best volunteer projects I've ever seen. Through the past 12 years, I've done a lot of volunteer community volunteer installations, and never did I ever witness one in which I saw people not only donating their time, but people that actually worked. They work. And if Devin Doris and the football team is not here, special kudos to that group. And Bob Richards, I don't know where you're standing. He's a guy that's probably about, what are you, John? About 10 years my senior. And I tell you what, just teasing Bob. But that Bob, I tell you what, he was under the playground. He was doing everything that he possibly could. And he is a guy that donated all of the wonderful wood surfacing here. And he didn't mind lifting a shovel at all. Thank you, Bob. About 2 months before construction had commenced, I received a telephone call from Kyle Colwell, the Parks Director here in Azle. Kyle relayed to me that about 2 to 3 years ago, a group of people approached him about building a playground for handicapped children, much to the one like we see here today. The group wanted to call the playground for all. Unfortunately, due to the logistics and the expense, as you heard Tony call, the playground never materialized. If my name is to be added as an honor to this playground, it's only to the extent that it allowed the playground to materialize, for which these people 2 to 3 years ago had the vision. Hello, Griffin. I received a phone call yesterday from my daughter, Summer, who, by the way, diligently worked, organized, and helped with this thing. Thank you, Sugar. I appreciate everything that you've done. She told me, could I get a drink of water? Summer told me about a phone conversation that she had had with a fellow Azle graduate, Tricia, who was seated to my left. I don't know where she went to now, but Tricia has paralysis, and our entire community was devastated when Tricia, during their days in high school, was injured in a car accident, which resulted in her paralysis. Summer called her yesterday to tell her about the grand opening. During the conversation, Tricia told her that she and her 7-month-old daughter, whom she considers to be a miracle, had been to this playground and how much it means to her to be able to interact with her baby on the playground. After this conversation, Summer said that this playground now means more to her than before, and that from mother to mother, Summer couldn't imagine another mom being denied the precious memories of playing on a playground with her child. Personally, I know that I will spend my days here with my grandchildren, 2 of them you just saw walk by, going up on this equipment in my wheelchair, which is another, it's just not the children, it's people of all levels and all ages now that will be able to use this playground. Playgrounds are places where children socialize. Many times the socialization occurs above the ground as well as on the ground. With this equipment, the equipment will be a playground for all, with all children being able to socialize together. Needless to say, this playground is a tribute to private companies, the City of Azle, the Azle School District, and many, many volunteers. I truly hope that this will serve as an example to many other cities as to the need for public playgrounds that are accessible to all. Thank you very much.